The latest situation in relation to the ongoing campaign, which is 10 years old, the most important campaign in the city since Wood Quay. The situation is that the National Museum have asked for a battlefield assessment to be done on the site. The developer has produced one, the relatives of the 1916 leaders have produced one, but the state is yet to produce one. As part of our introduction to our battlefield assessment, we drew up a general statement that we've agreed on, and it reads as follows. The present condition of the 1916 National Monument at 14 to 17 Moore Street is a national disgrace and insults the memory of those it purports to honour. The application to seek ministerial consent privately in order to alter, infringe and appropriate 60% of its area solely in the commercial interest of a property developer represents an unprecedented threat to the integrity and standing of a national monument. It is our understanding that this development will now be funded by NAMA. The whole situation should be, or ought to be, a cause for great concern. The proposal to excavate beneath the National Monument and site kitchens and toilets in the basement areas of all four buildings shows a blatant disregard for its status and standing that is almost beyond belief. The conditional planning approval granted to demolish the surrounding area in its entirety, contrary to the adopted policy of Dublin City Council and the internationally accepted principles contained within the Venice Charter, cannot pass unchallenged. The National Museum of Ireland has requested a battlefield assessment of the Moore Street site. We have provided the museum with relevant information that directly links buildings, streets and laneways within this area to the 1916 Rising. It is now incumbent on the state to act on the museum's request and have the site assessed by an independent body of experts as a prerequisite to any development. We have been seeking state intervention for many years now to guarantee the security and conservation of the National Monument as designated in its entirety, in line with the Preservation Order of No. 1 of 2007, an order that was adopted by both houses of the Oireachtas. This is a modest request, but regrettably to date it has not been answered. Successive administrations have failed to act, and the National Monument and its surrounding area lies neglected and under threat. The continuing uncertainty regarding its future security and preservation and the lack of any appropriate response by government, state agencies and personnel to its deterioration and planned destruction must now end. The statement is signed by Helen Litton, on behalf of Thomas Clark, Patrick McDermott, Seán MacDermott, Muriel Macaulay, Tomas McDonough, Noel Scarlett, Padraig Pearse, Eamon Cant, James Connolly-Herron, James Connolly, and Honor O'Brullicon, Joseph Mary Plunkett.